Come into your house with it in my hand personally.
Yes, I mean, go.
Just, and by the way, thank you for your service to.
Okay, 5B, Mr. Jefferson.
Just pretty much some information concerning when we have these storms or tree falling and tearing down different companies' lines, FPL, Swanee Valley, the other company out there, Gulf or whatever his name is out there, Comcast, the telephone lines, we find them still down after they come back and get things going in these residents. And I had one to stay down 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. But I called some of these companies, and jail did too as well, and wanted to know their policies and procedures. Like I told them, we the client or the customer do not know whether any line is hot or cold. That's not our job. We don't run those things. All we do is pay a bill for some services. Because I almost threatened to have my service cut off, my bill paid up with Comcast or internet service. Because neighbor across the street, it's not fair. But I asked them to come around and look around this entire city to these down power lines, these down dead wires, whatever else, cut them from those poles, roll them up and take them with them. It is not duty and our responsibility because of the health hazard, or it can be accident hazard to any of us in this room. Mess around cutting grass, don't know a down wire down there, and that's it. You never know what might happen. So I called those companies. Windscreen came out, got their wire up, talked with FPL. They came back to do a service line for someone that the dead tree fell down and took their old power out of the house. And they took up their wire and they took it with them. So my thing is that just to bring it to our citizens and all of that, yeah, you stay away from these things, but I took it upon myself to follow up and figure out why 2 or 3 months these lines are still down and they should not be on the ground laying anywhere. So that's what I want to just let you know on that. But we're going to continue to do our work and continue to deal with this. I talked about the city manager, I talked with our public works director. So if you got some down wires around your house that have not been put up, although you got service back, please let the city know so we can get call these companies up and let them know they need to come move the wire.
It's called JO, okay.
Yeah,
We actually got a new contact today with Comcast to call and discuss it, so we're working on it.
Yeah, I called them a week ago.
okay. They've got to do election stuff, so let's go on and get Mr.
Yeah, I think, I need to go, but I don't think Mr. Jefferson has to be there, but that would be you all's call. It's not for
We
me,
can
but-
get through this really quick. We've got to
We've
go.
got a quorum, but
Yeah, Mr. Jefferson, you go.
Okay, let's go ahead and start
I
with
can go, but I might not.
Well, there's a canvas.
Okay,
I'm
guys, let's.
gonna step up.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sessions, let's go ahead and do 6A, department reports. And let's go
everybody
ahead.
do the reports as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The audit committee, I think we've come up with 3 names. I'll name them and you tell me if I'm right. Matt Campbell, Lynn Owens, and then Jason Burke.
We need a quick vote, please.
No, I know, these are the names that I was given, but y'all need to vote on that.
Okay, we need a motion for the 3 names.
I'll make a motion that we accept said 3 names.
Okay, we have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And motion carries.
Just for edification, Mr. Campbell will be the chairman of that committee. Yes, he will be the council member that will be on the committee through its fruition. So they'll, when they meet, they'll take that up. But the statute requires him as the council member after Ms. Owen terms out, he'll be the statutory chairperson.
Okay, Mr. Sessions, Mrs. Owens C.
Can we go back to
She's
the
brought this up.
Hang on 1 second.
Joanne, come up.
I want to get us started on our procurement. Can we have council determine if the chair has the authority to formulate answers to questions during the RFP process? If you'll allow the chair to help us formulate questions that any bidders might have, then you wouldn't have to have another meeting for the committee to answer questions. That is up to you.
So we would just make a motion that the chairman would
Formulate the answers to questions.
Make a motion that, I make a motion. Whatever, that chairman.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And also, would the council please determine what employee they will have serve in an advisory capacity? You're allowed to have an employee serve in advisory capacity. I think that Larry offered and George was talked about too.
Why don't we just let Mr. Sessions do that? I knew they stopped that because they said he was an employee.
No,
But
he
just
can't
like
be
a-
on the committee, he
Okay.
can just advise.
Okay, that's right.
You gonna do that?
I'll
Okay,
do that.
Sessions. Okay, I make a motion that Mr. Sessions be, whatever.
Advisor.
Advisor.
Okay,
Employee, fine.
good.
Second.
Terrific, thank you.
Ready to vote?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Miss Joanne's so happy.
I just want to get it going. I don't want to be
Okay.
without auditors.
Item 6C.
City Council Resolution Number 2024-16, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Live Oak, Florida, accepting a bid from Sign Crafts and More, Inc. related to the engineering and replacement of a 15 by 13 double-sided monument sign for the city, providing for the award and execution of a contract, and providing for an effective date.
Offer motion for approval of the resolution 2024-16.
We have a motion
Second.
and we have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item D was pulled. We are on item E.
We have we need a council action to release the code enforcement lien on 1401 Ohio Avenue South. Over the years, there was problems with the property and it incurred some lien costs. Since then, the property's been bought by a new owner. The new owner is willing to pay the $500 to take over the ownership and to dissolve the lien. And my suggestion to the council is to dissolve the lien that's on this property.
Okay, you've heard the recommendations of staff. What's the wish of the council?
What is your intent with the property? Just curious.
Development.
Commercial or?
We already. I'm sorry. Jeff Bradford, 185-716 Place, Live Oak, Florida. One of the owners of the property. Before we move forward with doing anything to develop the property, we need to resolve the issue with this lien. We've been before the zoning board and requested a change, and the zoning was changed to residential, which is more conforming to the area. Again, this is just one step to get closer to developing the property. The property had some trees down on it and had been neglected. It's since been cleaned up several times. Recently, I went and cleaned it this week. We've got it mowed, removed trees during the storms, keep it compliant with city code.
So he says residential?
We had the zoning change to residential.
Okay.
We're still working on the plan on how to develop it. But again, this is the next step in the process before we expend any more money to develop the property.
What was the lien amount?
It was over $200,000. Because it was so long, that we kept accruing.
2015.
develop more property to have more housing in the city.
Yeah, I'll offer a motion to approve the release of the code enforcement lien on 1401 Ohio Avenue South.
Okay, we have a motion,
Second.
and we have a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed? And the motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the last item. You adjourn.
Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you very much.